been able to do so here in the second.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Colts' 19-yard line.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. From 17 yards out, and the Titans are able to extend their lead.
The kicker on.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing is Mariota. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mariota now. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, it's Mariota. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. takes this about 5 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Two things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it out on the left side. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2. Remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he hits him in stride. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now it's Henry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
He was tackled at
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it again with Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by Rodgers.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And it's third down.
Play action, they'll throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A good pickup there, 22. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run by Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, Mariota. As he throws there, incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He's going to field this at the 4. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Down at the 20-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Titans first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. They'll run on first down. Henry, and some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
Tackle made.
It's a big run that time by Henry, 68 yards. Get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
So credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He'll get it up the middle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Complete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. This one into the hands of Burton. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. To throw Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mariota. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's
15 yards on the play. First down.
30-yard line.
To the air again. Mariota. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now Mariota. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Such little time remaining, and as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards there and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
The tackle made.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They run again with Hines, and he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls,